Hey guys, this is my second video on linear functions, and in this video I'm going to focus on how to tell whether a table represents a linear function or a nonlinear function. Our vocab term that's super important for us to be aware of during this video is called constant rate of change. Constant rate of change is when the values for the domain and range increase or decrease by the same value. So go ahead and pause the video to take a minute to write down this vocab word. The best way to show you what a linear table looks like and what a nonlinear table looks like is to just show you how the rate of change is working in these two tables that I have on the board. So for this first one, I have my domain and I have my range. I need to count. So you would be given what I have here in the brown marker, and then you would need to write what I have in the blue marker. So what we notice, the rate of change that's happening is in the domain, it's changing by increasing by 2 each time. It consistently increases by 2 each time. On the range, it's consistently decreasing by 15 each time. Because it has a constant rate of change, I mean it's changing by the same value. Now, they're not the same. This is a +2 and this is a -15, but the domain itself needs to change by the same value. The range itself needs to change by the same value. So this is linear. Now, an example of something that wouldn't be linear is even though my domain in this second table has a constant rate of change of +3, the range does not have a constant rate. It is changing by a different amount each time. We don't want that. We want it to change by the same value each time. So this is a nonlinear table because it is changing by these different amounts. For our examples today, I have drawn up a couple different charts or tables, and we are going to see if they are linear or nonlinear by looking at their rate of change and seeing whether or not it's constant. So let's take a look at this first table. I notice right away that this is increasing by 5. So I'm going to check the rest of the domain and make sure the rest of it is also increasing by 5. So 5 to 10, increased by 5. 10 to 15, increased by 5. Awesome. So far, we have a constant rate of change, but we need to also check the range side of the table. 20 to 16 is a decrease of 4. 16 to 12 is a decrease of 4. 12 to 8 is a decrease of 4. So this first table is linear. Now let's take a look at the second table I have on the board. This time, my table is horizontal. You might see both vertical or horizontal tables. When it is horizontal, your domain will be on the top and your range will be on the bottom. So in this one, taking a look at my domain, I'm going to go from 0 to 2. So I'm increasing by 2. 2 to 4. Again, I'm increasing by 2. 4 to 6. I'm increasing by 2. Awesome, I have a constant rate of change in my domain, but we're not done. We have to check the range. Going from 0 to 2, I increase by 2. 2 to 8, I increase by 6. 8 to 18, I increase by 10. I do not have a constant rate of change. I am increasing by different numbers on the range. So this one, because of the range, is nonlinear. So those are two examples on how to find out whether your table is linear or a nonlinear function. I hope that vocab term and these two examples are going to help you decide whether a table is a linear function or a nonlinear function. Again, please go back, pause the video when needed, and write down everything you need in your notes. See ya!